This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Rob. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I've got a couple of figures that I am working on. As you know, I am working on Primal, and I am working on I wanted to get my Silver Surfer and my Galactus ready for a playthrough I want to do. But just painting them silver or using regular lead belcher and things like that, it doesn't go on the way I want to. And now that they don't really make the Necron, oh god, it was a dry brush stuff, which really doesn't do exactly what I wanted to do. I'm looking for a particular metallic type of a look, especially for these two particular figures. You know, the Silver Surfer himself, okay, and then this dude from Primal. And I believe that you can use this technique on just about anything. Now, I went out and I got a bottle of graphite powder. Okay, and you're saying, okay, Rob, what the hell is that? You can order it on Amazon. It's fairly cheap, and it will last you a lifetime. But if you want to do metallics, this is the way to do metallics. And I really highly suggest this for a number of reasons. You know, particularly if you are going to be doing, you know, a lot of metal and things like that. It gives a sheen and a shine, which we're going to show you, that is unmatched. And I want to show you how I do it, and how it works for me. And you know, you can use this, you know, take like the Tainted Grail things. If you know, if you don't buy the Sun Drop, well, how about a nice metallic look to the things? I think that would be really cool. So you know, I think, you know, once I get the new Tainted Grail in, maybe I'll do some of the statues that way. But I really want to show you how to do this, how to apply it, what to look out for. Be very careful with it because it can get all over the place. But I think once you dedicate a brush to it and do what you need to do, and I show you how to do it, it's something that you're going to keep in your arsenal, and it's going to help you speed your painting process up. So we'll come back and I'll show you the end results of everything on the other side of this. But let's go down and I'm going to show you how to do this. All right, so without further ado, let's head down to the table and start painting. So I keep 3 brushes aside dedicated to this. One which is a little thicker and so forth and so on, and I actually have a bigger brush, especially for the Galactus I'm going to be doing very soon, which I will show you that whole process. This here, just so I can do something pretty quickly. Okay, and then if I just want to detail certain areas, I want a smaller brush that I can use this with. You know, say there, you know, like on this particular figure from whatchamacallit, I just want it because I don't want to get it all over the place. Maybe if I've already painted a certain area, but for this guy I'm going to do it all over him, and then I'm going to clean up the areas with regular paint. But I definitely want to show you what my intentions are. The Silver Surfer is a perfect example of what you want to do and how you want to bring out that certain amount of metal. So you're going to have your graphite powder, and you want to be really careful with this because, I mean, you get a lot in here. So I use it right out of the can because it can be messy. You want to make sure that you have yourself a nice paper towel here, okay? And I'm going to try to bring this camera a little bit in. Yeah, we don't edit stuff, you know, we just kind of go with the flow, and I'm going to bring that in a little bit. And then I'm going to make sure my brush is nice and soft. And you want a soft brush because you want to get this in here, okay? And like, for instance, right here, you see how that comes off? But don't worry about that. You can use that. But you see that I'm just going to kind of start working this in here. Okay, and I'm going to start pulling from right there. And I really want to work that into him. Okay, and you could see the metallic. You want to, I really suggest that the areas that you want to use this with, it really works best if you are using a black primer, because that's really going to really make it stand out. And you really want to work this in. And as you can see, I'm just grabbing this and working as such. And I'm going to grab a little more here, and I'm going to start working. Okay, and I am just grinding that in there. So that's what you want to do. You want to get that brush, and you can see where it's starting to really come out. You see the shine that it gives you? So, you know, your brush is important. Get it on there, and then really have a brush that you can grind things with, okay? And you could see, as I do this, how it really starts to really start to come out. And that's why I use a brush. You can use a, they suggest that you use a, oh goodness, a lint-free cloth, which will work very well. You can do that, but I kind of just like, and I just keep pulling it from the paper a little bit, okay? And maybe I'll just put a little bit more on here, just a little bit, and that's okay. And I really just want this brush to do all the work. This brush will never do anything else, okay, except this, okay? But, you know, and you could use lead belcher, and you could use this and that, but I just think this graphite powder gives you such a metallic that it feels so realistic in a way. All right, and of course we want to get under here, because that's a big deal there. Okay, and then you're going to just seal this up too. So I'm going to keep working on it, okay? But you see how I'm just grinding in, and it's the payoff. It's the payoff that you get, and it's fun. It's different. It's something that you're not expecting. You're going to get this just beautiful, you know, and it feels, he feels that way. So I'm gonna keep working on this for a little bit, and then we'll come back and I'll show you the end results for this for the Silver Surfer. So I want to show you a different character. I'll show you the Silver Surfer at the very end here. We'll take a look at both these. But for something like this, where you're going to be covering all the armor here, okay, just take that in there, and you just really again, you really just want to work that brush, and it's going to pull out all that detail, and it's really going to make those knives and shields. Now watch how we just really buff this into the shield here, and you just want to have a brush that you are going to dedicate to this, and how it's going to really bring it out, okay? Because that's what we want to do. We want to bring out all that metallic beautifully, and just really kind of work it in here. And it does such a beautiful job. I really think the graphite on the black really works very well. So this is another one where I'm just going to take my time, and as you can see, yeah, you want to get a good amount in there because it absorbs up real quick. And don't be afraid to, you know, to use a bunch of it. As long as you got your paper underneath to catch it all, you're going to be fine, okay? It doesn't get all over the place like, you know, you think. It just does. And just have, like I said, good piece of paper towel there, and it just absorbs in. Of course, I got the air conditioning on, which is blowing it a little bit, but that's okay. And you just work that old brush that you have, and really, like I said, change up a different brush if you want to. You know, one that's a little stiffer so you can get in those recesses and stuff like that. And that's really just gonna give a unique look to the armor, which that's what I'm going for right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm eventually just going to paint right over this, or you know, like the clothing and stuff like that. And that's all I'm worried about, is just getting the metallic here. But I really want that metallic to stand out, because it is such an important part of the character. There we go. So I'm going to finish this up, and then we'll come back and we'll take a look at both of them done. So there you have it. You know, once they're all done, you can see how that metallic look on them really works. I really like how this does. Look how the Silver Surfer just really stands out. I know it's kind of tough to see on the camera here, but they are, it's a real metallic feel, and that's what I really was going for. And it's, whoops, there we go. It's really something that just stands out. It's different, and I like it. It gets in the recesses properly. Again, you know, I'm dealing with some shadows here. We'll try to move these over a little bit, and just so you can get a really nice feel of how they look and how easy this is to do with the graphite powder. Again, get yourself some older brushes. You know, you can go to Hobby Lobby and get some, and a piece of cake. So let's go up top and get my final thoughts, and we'll get on out of here. So there you have it. You know, just very unique a look to them. I really like it. Okay, so you can see these guys a little bit better if I do this. Okay, the Silver Surfer, he just has that metallic feel that I really wanted. Even the one that I have to add like zombie gold to, which, you know how I feel about that. Okay, he's a cosmic force. How can he become a zombie, right? But hey, it was a pretty good comic book. And then this guy, you know, just kind of finishing him up, you know, getting, you know, different colors in there, and then just sealing that up. You know, he's really going to stand out when I do that. And the graphite powder really makes that shine. And make sure that you seal this when you are done. Once you do any kind of paint touch-ups or anything that you want to add in there, then from there you want to make sure that you seal it, you spray seal that, so it lasts a lifetime. It stays on there pretty good. I haven't had any problems, but I've been using it for a lot of metallics, and I really enjoy it. And I just keep these three cheap brushes aside with it, and then when I'm ready to pull it out, I pull it out. And you know, it's, I think it was like 16 bucks for this big bottle, which good luck, it's never going to dissipate for sure. It'd take you forever to go through it. I don't think you can ever have enough miniatures to use that entire bottle. Once you buy that, it's kind of for a lifetime. Like I said, make sure that you keep the paper towel underneath, which will be a big help for you, and just have fun. That's, you know, it's an easier way to do things, and I really like it. I keep my like I said, my graphite stuff off to the side, and I just go with it, and it helps me, and it cuts a lot of my painting time down, believe it or not. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something today. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon, everybody.